let's hope this time you get Starlight. Oh no, it's not Starlight anymore. It's 25th. It's quarter century secrets, I think.
Right. Here we are, the new opening. Yeah, so Duelist Nexus here. And Alex bought some. No, he bought that. I really cannot throw that because my angle just doesn't work.
No,
I was kind of hoping to throw it for you to catch.
No, they're very heavy.
Yeah, I know that actually.
I just thought it would be good to, because it's Halloween this month. It's October. I thought it'd be a good idea to basically celebrate that by getting things which have no relevance whatsoever to Halloween, such as that. It's a joke set from Magic the Gathering.
And me, on the other hand, well, you'll learn while I've been playing RE4, I decided to buy something else. If it was sent to me, and I decided to buy something else, which maybe we'll find out this year, maybe you'll get saved till next year. Because I'm feeling really stupid right now.
Yep.
Right, let's... Wow, this one's actually a rather rough one to open.
That will be the hint.
Space Marine 2's not... They still haven't announced that date yet.
Yeah, they haven't.
I mean, we got a event next week. I mean, they don't normally do video games at the events, but I'm hoping that Focus announce it shortly after, because they still keep saying it's coming this year, and clock is ticking. And it's not like they can wait to do a release date reveal at the Game Awards, unless it's like next week. Shadow drop for digital platforms, and physical comes out in like a couple of weeks.
Right.
Is it bad that I actually don't mind if people start copying that approach from Nintendo, where they've shadow dropped some? I guess it only works so well with remasters and whatnot.
Yeah.
Brand new things, not so much. I think physical and digital should be same day, but I can give some leeway, maybe like a remastered and whatnot. But yeah, let's
do this Nexus, the set that brings new support for Stardust Dragon.
And also, my other reason for doing this, not just because it was the newest set at the time. I mean, Kamen Rider is doing card games on motorcycles at the minute.
That is true.
Well, Card Captor meets Yu-Gi-Oh! 5Ds.
Yes.
Because... Bin's over there, behind you. Because, yeah, Kamen Rider decided we're doing this now.
Yep.
I have no idea. What? Veda
Calanta.
Yeah. I'm just using my laptop.
That's a card from the Veda archetype.
There we go. Just moving the camera around a bit better. Rescue Ace Preventer.
Yep. Member of the Rescue Ace archetype.
That just looks like a hodgepodge of things stuck together.
Yes.
Into a mech.
Hey.
Beta Revolution. I remember Ultra Evolution pill, but looks like they decided to expand the pill.
To go into the extra deck.
Double-headed Dino King Rex. I am certain there was a similar card back in the original era.
Yes, it was called Twin-Headed King Rex, I think.
Yeah. And Mighty.
Oh, back to back.
I mean, it was always... I mean, one time I pulled... Oh, yeah, it was in the Chaz-themed, Duelist packs from back in the GX era.
Princeton.
I pulled Armed Dragons 3, 5, and 7 in one pack. That was...
Magic Deity Ashtar 2. No, Ashtar 2.
Sniper.
Yeah.
Aqua Chorus round. Continuing Epic of Charles.
The continuing epic of Charles.
Kind of fitting given the name of our king. Quick, what's the... quick, let's post it to Buckingham Palace.
It's actually the name of the boss of the Infernoble Knights, I think.
But yeah, let's post it to Buckingham Palace and just be like, hey, look, this kind of fits.
Yep. The continuing epic of Charles.
Cornfield
Look
Coat.
at its type.
Illusion.
Yes. It is an illusion.
Kind of has the Millennium Eye symbol on it as well, on the forehead. Unchained Soul of Shavala.
This set introduced the new Yu-Gi-Oh! Type Illusion.
Jurassic Power.
And that is one
Synchro World. It looks like some sort of robot is like growing out of Yusei's.
That's actually Wheel
Bike.
Synchron.
Yeah, because it looks like Yusei's
They
bike.
turned Yusei's bike into a Synchron.
Dreaming Reality of Nelmira Realized.
Yep. It's a big monster cake.
Monster with someone sleeping on it.
Yes.
New World Formation. Kind of looks like it's meant to be like Yggdrasil at the back.
I think that's
Kebble the Blade Dragon. Cubble the Blade Dragon. Target one for the other.
it's not a bad level 7. Generic.
I mean, if might have been one I'd consider to throw it. Yeah, I would have considered throwing into my dragon deck if I had room.
Yeah.
Because tweak it. Yes, I would have constantly still been tweaking it over the year.
Valence Wave Master Phase.
That makes me think of another archetype. That
Well, it's
I cannot remember the name of them, but there was like these.
puppets.
No, like this mechanical angel archetype that existed.
I could think of Arcana, but that's not quite the same.
Yeah, maybe it is
Cyber
kind of.
Angel?
No, maybe it is more the Arcana, because the Vylons.
Oh, Vylons. Yeah.
Vylorons, whatever you want to say. Yeah. Like, it kind of makes me think of, like, one of their, like, main monsters.
Yeah. That's actually the boss of the new boss of Valence.
I wonder if they're maybe meant to be, like, a redone version of them. Because, again, Valeron, Vylons...
No, Valence are the RPG. Gundam Build Fighters?
Yeah, I mean, the new anime just started yesterday.
Yes.
Well, I say build fighters, build...
Yeah.
Build
Valence
Metaverse,
is
but-
basically that. It's basically... The idea is it's a tabletop game where characters get
Reed
dropped,
jar.
character models get placed on stands and then they enter
Yeah.
the arena.
Lara, Kotal... There's Wheel Synchron.
Yep.
It just looks like a chibi type thing as well.
Yeah.
Just so big compared to the bike.
Your first
Demigod of
the Tistina.
Tistina. Just like a giant walking thing of ice.
That's one of the TCG exclusive That's the
88, so that'll be in the
TCG exclusive.
I can never remember which way round it is, because like 80s and 90s are the expanded cards for the TCG.
Yeah.
Like one lot of 10
zero.
is.
Whenever they do a 0 sometimes.
Yeah. But yeah, like it was like one block of the 10 is prints of promo cards and other random non-main
It
packs from
varies.
Japan.
Some sets have more OCG cards and TCG exclusives. Some.
I mean, at least in those earlier days, they were evenly split.
Yeah.
I guess maybe nowadays they've made
Nowadays
switched
it's
up
a bit more flexible, just
Yeah.
in case they want to print.
Well, I guess also that's
Scrap Iron Sacred Statue.
well, that's the Crimson Dragon.
Yep.
Millennium Century Ice Prison.
Million Century
Million,
Ice
sorry.
Prison.
And
Valence
then-
Master Phase. Next pack. Let's go.
Over exaggeration.
I might have over exaggerated that a little bit.
I mean Synchro Overtop. Only 4 of the dragons.
Well, the idea is you bring back.
Oh, this is based on that speed spell that was
Yeah.
used at the end of the anime.
Yep.
Doomstar Bulka?
Realm
Resonance.
It's like use a Starfrost card.
Yeah, it just says on the effect.
Yeah.
Well, one of the 2 effects is that anyway.
Hey, another ultra rare. I have 3 copies of that card because that's one of the cards I wanted to buy.
This design just makes me think of Mio.
It is
or
Arahime.
Nia's Xenoblade 3 design.
Arahime, the manifested Mikanko.
Yeah. But yeah, like particularly actually, yeah, Nia's Xenoblade 3 design.
She's basically the new boss of the Mikanko archetype.
And there's
Speaking of Mikanko,
yeah, the Spirit Walk.
I think there's also a Mikanko
Small
level 3 in the
Scuffle.
set as well.
Another Rice Prison, another statue.
Yeah, 0 attack, 0 defense. What's going on? It's because damage gets reflected.
A bit like Relinquished's whole. Well, no, 1,000 Eyes restricts thing.
I mean, it does
Another
things with
overtop.
equipped spells. I just need to remind myself.
Click and Echo.
Cannot be destroyed by battle. Your opponent takes any battle damage
New Gaia card.
you would have taken from battles involving this card. If
Force
this
of
card
the
is in your
Sun.
hand or graveyard, and another Mikanko card is in your graveyard, you
Emergency.
can target one face-up monster on the field, equip this card to that card as an equipped spell. Then once per turn, during the end phase, while the equipped monster... While this card is equipped to a monster, you can return this card and the equipped monster back to the hand.
So almost a union.
Well, it's a way of sort of removing your opponent's cards. Just
Torrid.
I equip this, end phase, I get my card back. And
Manadium
your card
Torrid.
gets added back
So
to your
there.
hand.
Venice Terry, the Tower of the Necroworld.
I think that card.
Super Heavy Samurai Secretary. Security, sorry, not Secretary.
Yeah. Super Heavy Samurai became really powerful.
Namilia Love. Stardust Worm.
Worm.
Cards in your hand or graveyard. Control the way. Special on this card. Banish it in the field. I mean, basically designed to set up for
Stardust
Majestic
stuff. Yeah.
Star Dragon, because that one required, obviously, 'cause that way you could summon Majestic.
Or they...
Synchron
or
and
I think it was Majestic
called?
Shooting Dragon.
What?
Shooting Star Dragon is the newer one. Majestic Shooting.
yeah, but you know what I mean. That level 1 that would synchro summon an upgraded version for one turn, because it was either Stardust or Red Dragon plus another level 1 monster.
Yeah.
It's kind of a wasted summon though, because they only stayed on the field for a turn. The Cuckoo commanded to croon. I think someone was high naming that one.
Well, some people are.
Another Rescue Ace Preventer. Agnimal Candle. Wheel Synchron. Big Winged Berthamat.
So that's obviously part of the illusion sort of strategy at the moment, even though he's not an illusion.
As I say, he's a fiend, so.
But he makes an illusion fusion. The Chimera, King of Mythical Beasts. Chimera, Flying, whatever.
Stroga
Gazelle, King of Mythical
Pod. Stardust Worm. The continuing.
Beasts. The continuing epic of Charles!
Signs of the
Justinia.
Justinia. Nice card to go with the big one. It's almost like an awakening.
Maybe it's a sign.
Nah, no one put a sign up, so. I mean, he only woke up to go and get the milk. And then forgets it auto freezes it when it touches.
Yeah. Technically, those are crystals, but.
Greed Jar. Evil Saw Lios.
Yeah.
Wheel Synchron. Grenosaurus Giga Cannon. The fudge!
Remember that starter deck and it had Grenosaurus as a card in it?
No.
It was like the first starter deck for the Xyz monsters coming out.
Yeah, I don't remember the things,
it was
apart from the fact it had Utopia on the cover.
Yeah, one of the other cards in there was Grenosaurus, and this is the upgraded form.
It looks like a rejected Sentai or Ultraman monster.
Well, Mechagodzilla.
Well, Toku monster. Yeah.
Toku monster, yeah.
It's like a rejected Toku design. You're finished. Bye-bye. Look, the cards are telling you that, not me.
I don't even know what that card even does.
If 10 or more cards and or effects have been activated during this turn, Special summon this card as an effect monster. Cyber, Stark, level 10, 3000 attack and defense. Oh, so it's a trap monster, just with a very specific trigger condition. Once per turn, when your opponent activates a card or effect while this card is in your monster zone, you can destroy as many cards as your opponent controls as possible, then set this card in your spell and trap zone.
Basically, it's saying, you've done all that, you're done. Just stop.
Yeah.
I'm putting an end to it here.
And then they do a big combo and you bring it out again.
Yeah.
Well, it doesn't have to actually be your opponent that does all the things to let you summon it. It can be either of you. It's just 10 or more effects activating in a turn. So, New World Formation.
Against an opponent.
Yeah. Storage pod. Zootomosasaurus.
Don't ask.
Pearly Shirley. Oh, jeez. No. Bad kitty puns.
We're going to Candy Mountain, Shari.
No secret rares yet, but we've got 2 ultras, 5
Click
secrets.
an Echo.
Cool.
Who is it that made the game Echo the Dolphin? I wonder if that's meant to be a reference.
I think it's more
Is it
Umiruka. I think those dolphins are Umirukas.
Yeah. Well, as I say, I don't know who made Echo the Dolphin. Because if it was Konami, that would be... So again, something they could.
Funny, yeah.
Cornfield Copal, Jurassic Power. I mean, you've got a phone, you can look that up. I mean, you could look it up on your phone. Jurassic Power, Venusaur Leos, Banishing Trap Hole. Mars Deity, Ashitaru, New World.
It's a Sega Genesis.
Okay. Like I said, I couldn't remember who did it. I just hear people mention it. Chorus round.
Enunciated.
Altergeist Revitalization.
Altergeist. Yeah. I liked Altergeist when they came out. They were like in the second brain set. They were actually quite an interesting control strategy, and then they became
Cornfield
top tier
Coastal,
once Multi-Faker released.
Realm Resonance, Agamo Candle, Dark Corridor. Oh, new Dark World
Secret
support. New Dark World support as well.
Oh yeah. Secret rare.
Add 1 Dark World monster from deck to your hand, then discard 1 card.
I don't see any reason why you wouldn't want 3 of those in your deck.
Yep. Just the only restriction is you can only use 1 of them a turn. Daidara Bochi. Diabolica, the Dragonic General. I can see this card of having been altered artwork-wise.
Yep, probably.
New World Stars. Split Mirror of the Underworld. Let me just...
Some of them are slipping.
Yep. Beta Revolution, Doomstar Ulka, Agamo Candle, Gaia Blaze, Sleep Near the Runic Mane.
Secret rares back to back. So that's, I think, one of the new fusions for the Runic arc.
Yeah, it just has 2 Runics on them.
Even though you will never probably fuse in Summon It, I assume. Unless this one actually does get properly fusion summoned in Runics. Because I know basically the Runic monsters, there's only, 4? And they're all fusion monsters. But most of the all the spell cards basically summon, well not all of them, but most of them have an effect which is basically either you do this effect or you summon a Runic fusion monster from your fusion from your extra deck to the extra monster zone.
Well, like I say, this just requires 2 of them to be summoned. During main phase or your opponent's battle phase, you can target 1 face-up monster your opponent controls, banish both that monster and this card until the end phase. If If a card or cards is added from the main deck to your opponent's hand, except during the damage step, special summon one runic token, Fairy Light level 4, 1500, both stats. Attack position, you can only use each effect of Sleipnir once per turn.
Not bad.
Yard Stars, Split Mirror, Iron Statue.
Probably the only way you're going to get
Tarot,
more bodies on
Necro.
the field for a runic deck. I would say the deck's mostly spells. And any monsters they do have are extra deck.
Yeah, I mean, the thing itself's only 1500, so...
The thing is, they're not supposed to beat your opponent through damage. That's
Behemoth, the king of 100 battles.
the idea with runics is you're supposed to mill your opponent's deck,
Telos.
so they can't play anymore.
Yeah, interesting. Yeah, because it says like if your opponent draws cards, then you, obviously force cards into their hand. You get to put something on the field to act as a bit of a barrier. So,
I think there is a.
so this one's sort of more like the defensive creature, I guess.
I mean, they're all fairly defensive, the fusions, but that one's like
Force of the Sun.
the biggest one of all of them.
Unchained Soul of Shemaya. Infernoble Knight Ricardetto? No, I cannot say. Revitalization,
Zumatosaurus.
Cobalt the Blade Dragon,
Kibble.
and Quibble.
Quibble Hedgehog.
Over Exaggeration, Unchained Soul, Click and Echo, Unchained Soul. Another
one of them.
Charlie. Diabatarucci, Dragon, and Stardust. Double-headed, Synchro World, Jurassic Power, Greed Jar, Sentinel of
The
Tistina.
Tistina is like
Oh yeah, so yeah, that one to go with the thing.
new version of Ghost Tricks. The idea is to set all of your opponent's monsters
Ashitaru,
face down and then
Stardust.
smack them directly.
Wave and
Any card that can't be flipped face down gets destroyed instead. That was the main problem with the Ghost Tricks, was you could flip as much as you wanted, but if your opponent summoned a Link monster, you were fucked. Actually brought my Ghost Trick deck with me.
is it because like Link monsters can't go face down?
Yeah, they can't go face down, because they don't have defense points. So it's impossible to flip them face down.
Cuckoo Command, Wheel Synchron, Nemeleria, Dream Devourer Reveal, so that goes with that cake.
Yep.
Evilite Folus, Manidum Taurin,
The medium
Manidum Taurin, New World, Small
Scuffle.
Stuff I don't think we've done on yet.
With IP Master Rainer in the
Storage
artwork.
Path. And Ice Prison.
IP Masquerano appearing in artwork almost, 6 years after first coming out?
And watch it not be reprinted for another 6.
Nope, she has been reprinted multiple times.
Emergency, Command, Vader, Revel,
Hey!
Cosmic Quasar Dragon.
The cover of the set!
I think that's the first time I've actually pulled the cover monster of a set.
Yeah.
So,
He's pretty strong.
one tuner synchro, two or more non-tuner synchros, materials. Once per turn, you can target one face-up card. You can just target face-up cards on the field equal to the number of monsters using synchro materials. +1, negate the effects. Effects activation card effect can be negated. Can banish this synchro summon card and special summon one dragon synchro monster from your extra deck that requires 2+ non-tuner synchros as material. Treats as synchro summoning.
You wanted to get out something like...
Continuing epic, split mirror, samurai, and Poltergeist.
Easy access to any of the other types of quasar dragons and things like that. Or Crimson Dragon, I think. I think you can get Crimson Dragon out.
Over exaggeration, click and echo, Granosaurus, emergency, Unchained Soul, Lord of Yama. Lutinosaurus, Diabolica, Magic Deity, and Samurai.
Super Heavy Samurai is how I know one YouTuber pronounces it whenever he says Super Heavy Samurai.
Plot twist, they weigh next to nothing.
Super Heavy
Rescue
Samurais
Ace.
have big asses is their whole thing.
Evotile,
And they can attack when in defense position.
Emuth, Evilsaur, another Realized, Stars, Breath. Oh no, I haven't done this one. Yeah, Breath. Normal summon one. Yep. Just lets you summon out some. Magic Deity and Kibble.
Interesting how you had two ultra rares back to back,
Yeah.
then you had two secret rares back to back, and now you've had two ultra rares back to back again.
Mm.
Kind of makes me think if the box is kind of messed up a bit in
Vita Character,
placing
Jurassic
where the-
Power,
so
Cuckoo. Well, don't forget I pulled from.
that means they must be at the same levels.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Yeah.
Must have been.
Even level, yeah.
Yeah. That's kind of worrying.
Yeah, so.
Implies that they can be
Red Eyes Black
searched.
Meteor Dragon.
Because you got 4 super rares. That's it goes one of each, then ultras, then 2 supers, then secrets, then 2 supers, then ultra, then
Some
probably
more
2
of them.
supers. So probably the next 2 are probably going to be 2 supers again.
Yeah. So I was reading that Red Eyes. Purely. I think I got a load of the Blade Dragon.
Yeah.
Really taunting me of like, yeah, you would have wanted me in the dragon deck.
Yeah. Play me.
So I was saying if Meteor Dragon would have been something, but no. While you send a thing to the graveyard, which is not bad for summoning, its secondary effect is not.
He's probably more of an in-between card for the Red Eyes archetype.
Yeah, well, he's more about doing the setting up for the fusions.
Yeah.
Which, because I was thinking like, okay, ditch, because there's like, oh, if because he's ditching level 5 or higher, like, oh, that could be used as like spawn cycling for
It has to be a normal monster.
yeah, which makes it even less worth it because
The
if
idea
I was
is-
ditching a monster in the graveyard, it's then well, A, if I was trying to bring up Darkness Metal Dragon, it's a case of, well, A, you know, Wyvern is level 4, so can't use it with the effect, and any other card I'm going to summon with the ability from Metal, Darkness Metal, it's, well, I can summon it from the hand with the effect.
Yeah.
Why do I want to dump it to the
The
graveyard?
idea
really?
is you're dumping Red Eyes, I think.
Yeah, because otherwise it would be, okay, I dump Darkness Metal in the graveyard, and then I guess if Wyvern's there ready, but again, this doesn't feel like it would help the cycle that much. Emergency, Unchained Soul, Doomstar, Dino King, Altergeist Penetrator, jeez.
Peritrator, not Penetrator.
Oh. Still.
Get your mind out the gutter.
Reading with dyslexia. Like, Million Century Ice Prison, Stars Worm, Draconic General, and Storage Fard.
So the next one should be a super. And potentially, and then who knows what those last ones have. I don't know. There might be. Maybe there's more ultras.
Beta Evolution, Greed Jar, Realm Resonance,
This pattern
Candle,
continues, right?
Mighty Dino King Rex.
The first one that you got from the first pack.
Split Mirror, Breath, Louvre. Oh jeez, the cake stuff looks bad. Super heavy.
Super heavy samurai. You know the most expensive card in the set is a Synchron monster. Not a Synchro, a Synchron. I think it's called Revolution Synchron. It's a chibi version of Power Tool Dragon.
Click and Echo, Dream Devourer, Behemoth, Synchro World, Thelimatek Calatis?
Thelimatek.
Yeah.
Thelimatek. Claytus.
2 level 8s, uses detach. It's got detached to prevent destruction.
I think you might be American, Claytus.
Play spell counters up to maximum 9 for a spell card activate. Only on your opponents though, not your own. Remove 3 counters. So do 1 effect. You can only do this whole bit once a turn. Add 1 spell or spellcaster effect monster from deck to the hand. Special summon 1 spellcaster from your hand or deck.
These are decent generic level 8 XZs.
Yeah, I mean, because I did try building an Endymion deck.
I think Endymion's level 7 though, isn't he?
Yeah, no, but the whole bit
Yeah.
was spell counter generation. But the thing was, this, like I said, requires your opponent to generate the counters, not your own, which is the only unfortunate
Don't worry,
thing.
there's plenty of new ways of...
Although, again, if an
putting-
Endymion deck, you've got spell counter moving as a key part.
True.
So I could generate the spell counters and everyone else and dump them onto...
Although, obviously, the Endymion archetype's actually been expanded upon greatly.
Yeah, but like, this could have been a synchro that works with them.
XZs.
Oh, Exceed, sorry. But, works with it if you've got the right bits to work with
I
it.
think there are some...
Louvre,
No,
Chorus,
this is level
Spirit Walk, and Breath.
So 2 more... Well, 3 more, rather. I have to slot one on the end, I think.
There's room underneath.
Yeah, we're on underneath. Just doing them all in the middle there.
Evotile, Gigasaurus, Dino King, Coattail, Synchro Force Back. Oh, it's like emergency evacuation device, but you can do multiple bounces.
Based on the number of synchros with different names you
Yeah.
control.
Play the right synchro. Oh, that card that summons just a ton of synchros.
Synchro top.
Yeah.
O top.
Yeah, which we got that earlier. That would have been a good one to chain off with this. So like use that, summon as all those synchros. Use this, bounce like your
Most of your opponent's field.
yeah, bounce most of your opponent's field back to the hand. Synchro up into Cosmic,
Yeah.
and you can just nuke half their life points if they're still at full. It'd probably be the end game card. So maybe just have like an extra card that you can use to deal with anything that they have in their hand.
I think the set also has cards that allow you to search for a card for
Formation.
synchro spell traps.
Small Scuffle, 32.
So that'll help finding that.
Yeah,
You probably only need 1 in the deck then, and you'd have 3 copies of the search spell
yeah.
to search it out if you needed it.
It sets up interesting combos. Beta Evolution, Greed Jar, Unchained Soul, Rescue Ace, Chimera Fusion.
Yup.
So you can do the fusions. Interesting, it's quick play.
Yeah, they've started doing
During the-
fusions.
Yeah, I mean more of them because there was superpolymerization. During the main phase 1, use some monsters using monsters from your field as material, including. Oh, interesting, only works in the main phase though, whereas superpolymerization can be used in most phases,
Yeah.
including beast or fiend. Oh, so but yeah, it does kind of restrict the materials.
I mean, it's the Chimera.
During the main phase, if this card is in your graveyard and you have Chimera the Flying Mythical Beast in your field or graveyard, activate one of the effects. Add this card to the hand. Banish this card, special summon one Gazelle, King of Mythical Beast, and birth them out from your deck or graveyard. Or end or graveyard, it has to be both. You may only use this effect of Chimera Fusion once per turn. Yeah. Million Century. Yeah, it saves you like bouncing it constantly to your hand in one turn.
Yeah.
Signs. Continuing Epic. And Dragonic General.
Final pack. Here we go.
Synchro Overtop. Vader. Rescue
Vader.
Ace. Evilsaur. Altergeist and Melswip.
Melwith.
That makes me
Malware.
think of Magernia for some reason.
Oh yeah.
It kind of.
Makes me think more of Dol Dopant.
Yeah, as well. Yeah, kind of. I mean, they are kind of. Like, all three do seem to have that sort of like orb assembly. Well, I mean, even like Magernia is a doll type thing.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's just like we'll have that sort of similar thing. Tower of the Necroworld, Signs, Stars, and Louvre.
Malaria Louvre.
Well, yeah, I mean,
Not bad. Dark World Corridors is a must play basically in any Dark World deck.
yeah, I got my first cover card of a set.
Yep.
So
Cosmic Quasar Dragon.
yeah, so it wasn't too bad. The thing. Sorry, move out of the way. Alright, I'm going to move out of the way for a moment. Turn that back on. Alright, so I can then start tidying cards while I access his thing. I'm going to clear that space for a second because it's easy for me to go around there. Than anywhere else. I mean, I'll pop that. Pop those over that side for a second. Yeah. Just pop that up there because that's just so I can put everything in them.
I'll move in the bags a bit.
Well, not like I can get under there anyway. Yeah. Sorry, one sec. Just bear with while we just move everything.
Yeah, so some of the cards I actually bought from this set as singles were all of the Tistina cards, the Mekanko cards, the Synchro Stardusty sort of cards, well, some of them I couldn't get some, all of the Illusion monsters, as well as all the Chimera stuff. Those were the bits that I picked up from the set. Oh, and also the Nemlaria stuff I picked up as well. I think they're all at home though. I don't think I brought them because I haven't. No, I have brought some, but there are bits. I haven't yet figured out how to build the Berthamet deck, for example. They still haven't done more illusion monsters.
Which set did they introduce them in?
This one.
Well, this is the newest set, so.
No, but I mean in the Japanese ones.
Oh, for the next one.
Yeah, I don't think they put any new illusion. I think they might have put one in there. That was
I guess illusion meant to be more of a support type rather than
maybe. And
a main.
I think that one of the issues with the illusions is they kind of backed themselves into a bit of a corner. Because they basically said, yeah, all illusions will not be able to destroy anything in battle or be destroyed in battle.
Yeah, you kind of don't want to build an. You kind of want to make them too much.
Yeah. Alright. We've got sleeves. We've got our sets. Let's go with Infinity. Oh, you got a box topper. Didn't realise that. Oop. Yeah. You want to read that?
I'm trying to do.
But I'll there. Put that way around. Alright, so box topper. I don't even know what's in these box toppers. I didn't even remember that there were box toppers in this set. You are...
They want you to play top trumps instead of magic.
It's a foil watery grave. Nice. That's probably actually going to go in my ninja deck. So let's just put that over here. Can't see it still, can you? Neat. Neat. There. Oh, there's a bit of glue on that. Remove that. There we go. Look at that. Oh dear. Right, so Infinity is a joke set with a bunch of jokes in it and all sorts of laughter and hilarity. Let's see what we get. So first off, we've got dissatisfied customer.
I mean, you sound like it from not being able to get certain things.
Yeah. When it enters the battlefield, roll a 6-sided die. If the result is 3 or less, you lose that much life. So that's one of the cards that you can actually play. Crokid Amphibonaut. So it's a frog astronaut. Crokid Amphibonaut has flying as long as you control a stickered permanent. And when it means stickered permanent, it's talking about these sticker cards at the back. You can put stickers on cards because, of course, that was a mistake. Because of course, why would you want to put stickers on cards? You're just going to damage the cards. Sanguine Sipper has lifelink as long as you control a stickered permanent. Alpha Guard. This is one of the joke cards. When Alpha Guard enters the battlefield, choose a letter. And you can tap to untap target permanent whose name starts with the chosen letter. We've got Big Winner. It's a Ogre Warrior Guest holding a rocket hammer. The 4 mana 5/2. Big Winner has trample as long as you control a stickered permanent. Underscoreosaurus. Look at that. Underscoreosaurus.
They're getting lazy. Couldn't even be bothered to finish the name.
When this creature enters the battlefield, you may put a name sticker on it. Put a +1/+1 counter on it for each unique vowel on that sticker. The vowels are A, E, I, O, U, and Y.
Someone did not pay attention in school.
Clearly. Trapeze Artist. When Trapeze Artist enters the battlefield by being flipped from a height of at least 1 foot, if it lands face down or didn't turn over completely at least once during the flip, return it to the hand. We've got Pin Collection. When it enters the battlefield, you may put an ability sticker with ticket cost X or less on it without paying that sticker's ticket cost. Equipped creature gets +1/+1 and has all abilities of ability stickers on Pin Collection. Gosh.
Did they just have like a party one night, got super high, and they partied all night? Oh yeah, so the people they partied all night, came into the office super high, and realised we have a deadline to meet. Let's
see. That's what these sets are, though. They're joke sets. No, they're not meant to make sense. They're supposed to be ridiculous. When Proficient Pyro Dance enters the battlefield, you may put an art sticker on a non-land permanent you control. 3 mana, another target creature with an art sticker on it gets +2/+0 and gains menace until end of turn. Black Hole! Destroy target creature and up to X other target creatures, where X is the number of attractions you've visited this turn. We've got, ooh, love that island. That is nice. And we've got here, Cover the Spot is an artifact attraction. Visit, drop 3 cards you own from outside the game one at a time onto the playing area from a height of at least 1 foot. If those cards completely cover the spot, claim the prize. Prize. You get 4 tickets. Then you may put a sticker on a non-land permanent you control. Sacrifice, cover the spot, then open an attraction. Concession stand. Visit. Create a food token. Okay. And then foil kiddie coaster. Attraction. Visit. Creatures you control get +1/+0 until end of turn. Jesus Christ. Look at that island though. It's nice, isn't it?
That's a planet, not an island.
Yeah, it's a space set. The planets are... The lands are going to be planets. But I love that artwork. That's really nice. And then our rare of the set was of that pack was Black Hole. Jesus, this is going to be ridiculous.
You only have yourself to blame.
Oh, you're not wrong. There we got. Let's see here. Stickers and tickets. Boing. Return target creature to its owner's hand, then roll a 6-sided dice. If the result is 3 or less, scry a number of cards equal to the result. Clowning around. Create 2 1/1 white clown robot artifact creature tokens, then roll a 6-sided die. If the result is equal to or less than the number of robots you control, create a 1/1 white clown robot artifact creature token. It's a lot of text. Step right up. Open 2 attractions. Petting Zookeeper. When Petting Zookeeper enters the battlefield, open an attraction. We Champion. A 1 mana 0/1 Minotaur Child Guest. Whenever you place a sticker, We Champion gets +1/+1 until end of turn. If it is an art sticker, instead put a +1/+1 counter on We Champion. Lord. Stilt Strider is a 5 mana Rhino Performer. 5/4 with reach. When Stilt Strider enters the battlefield, you get 2 tickets. Then you may put a sticker on a non-land permanent you control. We've got Clandestine Chameleon. When it enters the battlefield, you get 2 tickets. Then you may put a sticker on a non-land permanent you own. Clandestine Chameleon has ability stickers on your permanents you own and cards in your graveyard. Then we got Monoxa Midway Manager. Whenever you roll a 3 or higher, Monoxa Midway Manager gains first strike until end of turn. If the roll was 4 or higher, it gains menace until end of turn. If the roll was 5 or higher, it gains lifelink until end of turn. Pay 6 mana to roll a 6-sided die. Just for this, I guess. Okay. Icing Manipulator is a human employee. Each +1/+1 counter on a creature you control is also a food token. The 4 mana tap, roll 2 6-sided dice. For each odd result, put a +1/+1 counter on a creature of your choice. Oh, goodness, okay. Celebrate 1000. It's a 5-mana clown robot. It's the rare. At the beginning of combat on your turn, roll two 6-sided dice. For each result of 1, it gets a +1/+1 until end of turn. For each other result, it gains the indicated ability until end of turn. If you roll doubles, it also gains double strike until end of turn. So 2 it gets menace, 3 it gets vigilance, 4 it gets lifelink, 5 it gets flying, and 6 it gets indestructible. And we've got, ooh, nice artwork of a forest there. We've got costume shop. Visit, you may put a sticker on a non-land permanent you own. And then atom wheel acrobatics. Maybe roll a 1 or 2, put that many +1/+1 counters on atom wheel acrobatics. You get to roll 6-sided dice for 3 mana. Oh, I missed one. Balloon stand. Visit. Choose 1. Create a 1/1 red balloon creature token with flying. And sacrifice a balloon. If you do, target creature gets flying until end of turn. Oh man. Okay. Got bar entry. Choose 1. Destroy target creature with power 4 or greater, or destroy target creature with any part of its head higher than this bar. Okay. Deadbeat attendant. Vampire employee. When deadbeat attendant enters the battlefield, open an attraction. Bag check. Counter target spell, then ask a person outside the game if that spell looks dangerous to them. If they say yes, draw a card, then discard a card.
Hey, I'll pay you a $5 if you say this card is dangerous. Jeez, that is so open to bribery.
Yeah.
Oh no! You want a kid who has just learned to. Like I say, you want a little kid who's just learning to speak, and they only can say yes.
Yeah. Blorbian Buddy is a 1-mana 1/1 alien guest with trample and pay 1 green, tap, get a ticket counter. We've got Alpha Guard again. Art Appreciation. Put an art sticker on target on a non-land permanent you own, then ask a person outside the game to rate its new art on a scale from 1 to 5, where 5 is the best. When they rate the art, up to that many target creatures can't block this turn. Decisions. Reveal the top 3 cards of your library, then choose a consonant. Y counts. Put each card that has the chosen letter in the first word of its name among them into your hand, and the rest on the bottom of your library in any order. And the flavor text is to be or not to be. With the, you know.
So are they trying to do Shakespeare or are they trying to do neither?
We got Icing Manipulator again. Roxy Publicist to the Stars. It's a 4-mana human employee flying. Gets power equal to the number of permanents you control with art stickers plus the number of cards in your graveyard with an art sticker. When it enters the battlefield, distribute up to 2 art stickers among 1 or 2 non-land permanents you own. We've got Ticking Mind Bomb. When it enters the battlefield, without speaking or indicating any specific creature, pantomime to a person outside the game. If they choose a creature you don't control, Ticking Mind Bomb deals damage equal to twice the number of robots you control to the chosen creature. We've got Fluoros of Mirror's Marvels. This is one of the rare cards that cannot be used in Magic. Oh boy. When it enters the battlefield, choose a number greater than 0. When you cast a spell with power, toughness, or loyalty equal to the chosen number, target artifact or creature becomes an artifact creature with base power and toughness XX, where X, until end of turn, where X is the chosen number, and it's got partner. Okay. We've got nice full art mountain there. We've got costume shop again. And we've got bounce chamber. Visit. Return a creature you don't control with the lowest toughness among creatures you don't control to its owner's hand. Got treasure token and another sticker sheet. Let's just separate the jokes from the non-joke cards in terms of the rares. Yeah, I'll only be reading out the abilities once on each card. I won't like read them again if I open the card again. Come on. So we've got here unlawful entry. Target creature gets +1/+0 and gains flying until end of turn. Whenever you put an art sticker on a creature, you may return unlawful entry from your graveyard to your hand. Underscore bird gets the worm. So 3 mana bird guest flying. When it enters the battlefield, you may put a name sticker on it. You gain X life, where X is the number of unique vowels on that sticker. Xenosquirrels?
What?
It's Xenosquirrels.
Not xenomorphy enough. Return to sender.
It's a 2 mana 0/0 alien squirrel. When it enters the battlefield, with 2 +1/+1 counters on it. After you roll a die, you may remove a +1/+1 counter from Xenosquirrels. If you do, increase or decrease the result by 1. We've got Embiggen. 1 mana. Until end of turn, target non-brushwag creature gets +1/+1 for each super type, card type, and subtype it has? What have you got against brushwags? Oh, I love the flavor text on this. It says, Flea Circus? No! Flea Circus! There's this spelled differently. Flea Circus? You know, there's like the insects.
Yeah,
It's like, no, we're
run
gonna
away.
flea circus.
I realised the way you said it.
Yeah. Carnival Carnivore. 6 mana alien crab horror. 4/6 with death touch. When the Carnival Carnivore enters the battlefield, you get a ticket, then you may put a sticker on a non-opponent you own. 1 Clown Band. There's a 2 mana Clown Robot Bard. 1/3. It gets +2/+0 until end of turn by paying 3 mana. Animate Object. Oh, it's this one. It's this card. Oh dear. 5 mana, you get 7 tickets. Choose an inanimate object you own from outside the game. Put a power and toughness sticker on it. You may also put a name sticker, an art sticker, and or ability stickers on it. You may put it onto the battlefield as a creature. Oh yeah, so I'm just gonna grab, I don't know, I'm just gonna grab this deck box, put a smiley face on it with power and toughness, give it a name, and putting my deck box into play. That's literally what this is about, this card. Oh god. Underscore Balls of Fire. And
Oh, I just thought that was the best thing. Best thing. If you're a Warhammer player and own a Tau Manta, do it to that. That thing is like 2 foot by 2 foot. There's no room to play any more cards. I win.
you put a smiley face on the front of it as well, on one of the stickers.
Yeah. But like I say, there's no room to play any more cards. I win.
Yeah. When this
Congratulations, you had enough money to buy that thing. You should win.
yeah. When this enters the battlefield, you may put a name sticker on it. Whenever you put a sticker on this enchantment, it deals damage equal to the number of O's in its name stickers on this enchantment to any target. Squirrel Squatters.
I mean, they do that, so...
It's a 5 mana squirrel 4/4. Enters the battlefield to open an attraction. Whenever squirrel squatters and attacks, create a 1/1 green squirrel creature token that's tapped and attacking for each attraction you've visited this turn. Okay.
I choose to have visited all of them, because I can.
Then we've got a mythic here, Magar of the Magic Strings. Oh boy. It's 3 mana, so it's 3 mana for a Minotaur Performer, 3/3. For 3 mana, note the name of target instant or sorcery card in your graveyard and put it onto the battlefield face down. It is a 3/3 creature with whenever this creature deals combat damage to a player, you may create a copy of the card with the noted name. You may cast the copy without paying its mana cost. And if this card, a creature would leave the battlefield, exile it instead of putting it anywhere else. Okay. You got a nice plains base land there. Fortune Teller attraction. Visit to scry 1. Today's fortune. You will regret spending money on this fortune. Information booth. Visit attraction. Draw a card. When I arrived, I was looking for the costume shop. But when I left, I'd learned what I was really looking for. Myself. 5 stars. And then we've got foil. Oh, we got a foil of the rare card we opened in the previous pack. Fluoros of Mirror Marvels. We got a Clown Robot token and more stickers.
Feels like someone they realised they had to clear out a stock of stickers at Wizards, and they're just like, what are we about to release? A magic thing. In there.
Yeah.
So wait, these were meant for D&D. Shove it in Magic. We need to get rid of them now. We've got to clear out the stock room.
Yeah. What have we got next? Oh dear. Command Performance. Choose 2. Open an attraction. Roll to visit your attractions. You get 2 tickets. You put a sticker on a non-land permanent you control. Tapper. 1 mana, 1/2. Tap an untapped creature you control that has a hat. Tap target creature. Scooch. 2 mana. Add or subtract 1 from target creature's power, target player's life total, or target die roll result. Draw a card. Coming Attraction. 3 mana, search a library for basic land, put it onto the battlefield tapped, then shuffle, open an attraction. We've got Ardwolf's Advantage. It's a 3 mana sorcery. Creatures you control get +2/+0 and gain Alpha Strike until end of turn. A creature with Alpha Strike has first strike as long as it's blocking or being blocked by a creature that comes after it alphabetically. And we got 6-sided die. 3 mana instant. Choose target creature, roll a 6-sided die. 1, it has base toughness 1 until end of turn. 2, put 2 -1/-1 counters on it. 3, deal 3 damage to it and you gain 3 life. 4, it gets -4/-4 until end of turn. 5, destroy it. 6, exile it. We got him biggin again. ___ trespasser. Jesus. It's a human rogue guest. When this creature enters the battlefield, you may put a name sticker on it. This creature gets +1/+0 until end of turn. For each name sticker on it, it can't be blocked this turn. Ballerina. Oh, Ballerina. Right. It's a sheep performer. 4 mana, 3/3 flying. When it enters, you put a name sticker on a non-land permanent you own. And 3 mana, another target creature with a name sticker on it gets flying until end of turn. Trigger Happy. It's a 3 mana, choose a triggered ability of target permanent. It triggers. You control that ability. We've got Meet and Greet Sisay. It's a nice artwork there. It's one of the... It's an alternate art frame for this set. We've got... So it's 2 mana, 1/1 elf performer. When you cast a spell, choose 1. Flavor. Meet and Greet Sisay gets +1/+1 until end of turn for each line of flavor text that spell has. History. Create a treasure token if that spell doesn't share an expansion symbol with opponents you control or a card in your graveyard. Okay. Nice forest land there. Guess your fate. Visit. Look at the bottom card of your library, then give a person outside the game a one-word clue not on that card. They guess a word. If their guess appears on that card's name, claim the prize. Reveal the top card, put it into your hand, then sacrifice guess your fate and open an attraction. Trash bin is an attraction. Visit. Mill 2 cards and return a card at random from your graveyard to your hand. Clown robot and more stickers. Alright, let's put that. That's a joke card, so it doesn't work in real magic. I could do with a C actually, I think.
Trying to sort bits.
Yeah.
No, it's just they have another app out.
Oh, Neuron.
Yeah.
No, that's been out for a while.
Yeah, but I haven't obviously been looking for that thing.
Yeah. That one is just a sort of like life points thing and a deck builder sort of thing. It's not like a... Aerial Fant is a 4-mana elephant performer. When it enters the battlefield, you get a ticket, then put a sticker on a non-land permanent you own. Questionable cuisine. Dear God. So return up to 2 target creature cards from your graveyard to your hand. Create a food token for each trash can you can see from your seat. Lord. Seasoned buttoner. When it... Oh, thanks. Seasoned Buttoneer. When it enters the battlefield, open an attraction. Electrocute deals 2 damage to any target. You may cast Electrocute from your graveyard as long as you've rolled a 6 this turn. If you've cast Electrocute this way, and it would be put into your graveyard, exile it instead.
Hey, oh, hello, someone's here. Take it. Scott Walker, just so you do anything from the stream structure deck. Back in the... Yeah, I wouldn't know like how to build onwards from that. I sort of just... I stopped playing years ago, really, so...
Synchron Extreme, that's the one with Stardust Warrior, I think, in it.
That would be after I stopped actually playing, so...
To be honest, a lot of structure decks nowadays get sold out quite quickly. So I'm not sure if there's going to be one that necessarily pairs well with that.
Or any cards that would be...
I can't even think of one off the top of my head that came out recently that pairs well with that. But if we're talking about good structure decks, I know that
I think it's just more expanding from...
The next structure deck might be a good one. Because it's not...
structure decks, yeah.
It's not quite a Usage deck, but it is a Jack Atlas deck. So you're going to get like Red Dragon Archfiends and Synchro Monsters. It's definitely a Synchro Monster deck, so that one's probably the one to go for. Is the next one that comes out.
Yeah, that or just get whatever's new. That's the only other thing.
We've got Amped Up. The spell costs 1 less for each electrical socket in a wall or floor you can see from your seat. Gain control of target creature until end of turn. Untap that creature. Until end of turn, it gets +3/+0 and gains haste. An incident has occurred! Literally an incident has occurred.
It's fine.
Choose one or both. Destroy target creature with flying.
Yeah, you're alright there, Scott.
Or destroy target attraction. You may apologize. If you do, gain 3 life. Finishing move. Get 2 tickets, then put a sticker on a non-land opponent you own. Target creature control deals damage equal to its power to target creature you don't control. We got Quick Fixer, Azra employee. Whenever Quick Fixer deals combat damage to a player, open an attraction. Done for the day. At the beginning of your end step, if you control an employee, a performer, or a robot, you may get a ticket or create a treasure token. If you control all three, you may put a sticker on a non-land permanent you own. And we've got Scampire. Employee Vampire. When it enters the battlefield, you get a ticket. Then you can put a sticker on a creature in your graveyard. 3 mana, return target creature with a sticker on it from your graveyard to the battlefield. It gains haste. Exile it at the beginning of your next end step. Then Surprise Party. 3 mana enchantment. When Surprise Party enters the battlefield, you yell Surprise and put it onto the battlefield. Put onto the battlefield any number of printed clown robot tokens you aren't touching. That aren't touching each other, that you hid on the battlefield before you cast Surprise Party. And if they weren't spotted by an opponent before you cast Surprise Party. God. Robots you control get +1/+0 and have Vigilance. Got a nice swamp there. Push Your Luck. It's a rare. Wait, was that? Surprise Party was joke rare, and we got another joke rare. Push Your Luck. Reveal the top reveal cards from the top of your library until you decide to stop. If the total mana value of cards revealed this way is 7 or less, create a 2/2 pink teddy creature token. If the total is exactly 7, claim the prize. Shuffle the revealed cards into your library. Prize: put 5 1/1 counters on Teddy. On a teddy bear you control. It gains haste, sacrifice, push your luck, and open an attraction. Okay, we'll put that there as well. Trash bin again, clown robot, and more stickers. The new rare was a card called Surprise Party, where you have to hide robot tokens on the field before you cast it, and then when you do, if your opponent hasn't spotted the tokens on the field, you get to put them into play. We've got Aerial Fant, Questionable Cuisine, Focused Funambulist. 2 mana Human Performer. Flash: when it enters the battlefield, you may put an art sticker on an empty side of the on the empty side of the balancing pole. When you do, ask a person outside the game, does this look balanced? If they say yes, you may tap or untap target creature. Now You See Me. As a 1 mana, exile target creature you control, then return it to the battlefield under its owner's control with X +1/+1 counters on it, where X is the number of mirrors on walls you can see from your seat. Atom Wheel Acrobats is a 4 mana elf performer. Whenever you roll a 1 or 2, put that many +1/+1 counters on Atom Wheel Acrobats. And then 3 mana you can roll a 6-sided dice. We've got Electrocute, Amp It Up, Park Bleater. It's a 3 mana creature goat employee. Whenever another creature you own enters the battlefield, you get a ticket. Tap and pay 1 mana, sorry. You may put a sticker on a creature you own that enters the battlefield this turn. Make an _splash. That kind of just looks like it's meant to be the F word. The enchantment, Flash. When it enters the battlefield, you may put a name sticker on it. Whenever you put a sticker on this enchantment, tap up to X target creatures, where X is the number of U's in name stickers on this enchantment. And we've got Petra, Crafter of Clowns. It's a 3 mana 3/2 human clown artificer. haste, robots you control get +1/+1. 2 mana tap, tell a joke you haven't told this game to someone outside the game. Create a 1/1 white clown robot artifact creature token. If that person laughed, the token gains haste until end of turn. Then we've got Photo Op, a mythic joke card. 1 mana, before the game begins, you may post a picture of yourself posing like the art of any magic card with hashtag #GuessThatMagicCard and no other text. You may reveal a reply posted today with a guess and a card you own from outside the game with the same name as that guess. Put that card onto the battlefield. Exile Photo Op. We've got an island. Pick a Beeble. Visit, roll a 6-sided die, put a number of luck counters on Pick a Beeble equal to the result, and create a treasure token. If there are 6 or more luck counters on Pick a Beeble, claim the prize, and the prize is to create 2 treasure tokens, then sacrifice Pick a Beeble and open an attraction. And the other attraction is Squirrel Stack. So it's the opposite of Jenga, but with squirrels. You have 5 seconds to stack dice on top of one another. If you stack at least 5 dice, claim the prize. Prize, create a 1/1 squirrel creature for each die you stacked above the 4th. Then sacrifice Squirrel Stack and open an attraction. Then we got some tokens and stickers, as usual.
How many packs you get in these boxes?
36.
Maybe bringing 2 wasn't the best idea.
Possibly. I might just open that off stream. Bluff a fish. An opponent tells you a statement about themselves and secretly notes whether it's true or false.
You know what the funny thing is? The other day on Nab's stream, because there wasn't really much going on, we actually did 2 truths, 1 lie.
And you guess which it is. If you guess correctly...
Ironically, Nab correctly guessed my one.
Oh, alright.
Okay, I'll tell you the 3, and see if you can work it out.
Okay.
In middle school, I had admin access to the computer network. I've met the Queen, the previous Queen. And I was born on an RAF base despite my parents not being in the military. And you should be able to work this one out. Because the thing was, obviously, like...
You had admin access at your school.
You're thinking that was the lie?
Yeah. No, that's the truth. Is it 1 lie and 2 truths?
Yeah.
Well, that one's I think that one's a truth. And then of the other ones, the RAF base or what was the other one? Sorry.
Met the Queen.
Met the Queen.
Well, as I say, now former Queen.
I think you met the Queen.
Yeah, that's the one that's not.
Yeah.
Because, obviously it works, like I said, you should be able to work it out because of how long you've known me. Whereas obviously like Nab Neuer and Dragon, not so much. So that, like it's, like I'm saying, Nab correctly got the Queen, but like it is the case of I nearly would have met the Queen. Because they were doing a visit in Berkhamsted because of Ashlands at the time. And obviously, the whole family hospital anniversary thing. So she was visiting. I was ill that day. Yeah, so it's that bit of near truth. Like, if I hadn't have been ill because she went around all the bits and whatnot, so I would have if it hadn't been illness time.
Yeah.
So, admin access to the to Bridgewater's computer system.
Yeah.
Like,
on purpose or by accident?
Well, it depends on how you view it being on purpose or accident.
Did you have it because you had had disability? Or?
No, because everyone had their own logins and whatnot. Oh. So, no, it literally was because obviously I found it. Post-it note.
Whoops.
Well, okay, look.
The classic mistake.
In their defence, it obviously at the time, and this was also in year 5, so the first year I was in Bridgewater, they had just had an all-new computer system installed, and the admin control computer was in a cupboard that students don't normally have access to. I, however, was given access to that cupboard because it's where they stored my medical stuff. And therefore, a case of, well, look, you can, you know, save you having to come and wait at the front desk when you need your medical stuff, because they found out after a few weeks, yeah, it's not a good idea, me having to sometimes wait, you know, ages for the front desk to be able to go and get it. So it's like, yeah, here, just have a key for it.
Yeah.
Just make certain you return it during holiday periods and whatnot, even though I don't have access to the school.
Yeah.
And it's like, yeah, a post-it note with the admin logon is in there. And it's like,
yeah,
I'm taking that.
fair enough.
And yes, I did take advantage of it. Look, it was minor advantages. It was, yeah, like school stuff. It's like, yeah, you need to use you know, on the internet, and you need to, you know, go and get the news for, you know, writing bits in English and their English lessons and whatnot. It's like, we're not allowed access on the BBC.
Yeah.
Yeah, like the website blockers were not letting you on the BBC, and yet they let you on some more questionable websites.
Yes.
And it's so, yeah, I just didn't.
The classic one being Cool Maths Games.
But yeah, it's just like, why the BBC of all things? Yet they let you onto an American news website. And what? And I was like, yeah, you're meant to look up about local news, and yet you can't use the main thing for the UK.
Yeah.
Yeah, like that makes sense. So yeah, I unblocked that. I also unblocked a few other things as well.
Fair
I
enough.
also did take advantage of the screen control function a couple of times. Like, you know, the kids who'd bully you and whatnot, and because I disabled these blocks on websites, they were obviously using that. And so it's like, teachers coming, take control of their thing. They can't hide the thing they're not meant to be looking at anymore.
Whoopsie.
And none of them clicked that their computer was taken control of. Yeah. And yeah, the RAF based thing is purely the hospital I was born at, well, hospital it was linked with, the hospital over at Aylesbury was having its like maternity bit redone and whatnot, and they for years had partnership with the nearby RAF base as like joint medical bit for overflow, and plus it was, you know, it's only a training base, so it's not like they do much in the way of injuries there anyway.
Yeah.
So it was like just relief services for the main hospital, and like I said, temporarily housing all the maternity services because big redo of it. And I can't remember why my brother ended up being born there, because like I said, it was just weird bits. But yeah,
Good luck.
they might say on the stream, there was an ab stream, it was a case of most thought it was the RAF was the lie, because why would civilians be giving birth on a military base?
Yeah, exactly.
Plus, I had to explain what the RAF was, because, you know, Americans, you know, not knowing what the British military system is.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's the...
Yeah, so... Yeah, that was... Yeah. Alright, so...
There we go, more in-depth bits about the bits you kind of knew of.
Yeah. Gobsmacked. Enchant non-land permanent. As it enters the battlefield, choose a person outside the game. As long as you can see the chosen person from your seat, enchanted permanent can't attack or block, and its activated abilities can't be activated.
Oh yeah, we also established Noir is a fugitive from the law.
Oh.
Yeah. I mean, a bit of a joke.
Nice to know. Nice.
Yeah. I mean, it's a joke more.
Yeah. So we got Scared Stiff, a 3-mana zombie coward guest. It has menace as long as you control a stickered permanent. The horrors of Soren's haunted mansion scared Hurk half to life. Prize Wall, Defender, tap, pay 1, get a sticker, pay 5, tap, put a sticker on a non-land opponent you own, activate only as a sorcery. Circuit's Act. 3 mana, roll 3 6-sided dice. For each result, create a 1/1 white clown robot artifact creature token. Okay. Rad Rascal. When it enters the battlefield, open an attraction. Carnival. Roxy, Publicist to the Stars. Ticking Mind Bomb. And Pie Eating Contest. 5 mana as an additional cost to cast the spell Gobble X. Each time you gobble, take a bite of food or sacrifice a food token. X target creatures you control each get +2/+2 and gain trample until end of turn. Centaur of Attraction. 5 mana, Centaur Performer 3/3. When it enters the battlefield, roll 5 6-sided dice and store those results in it. Centaur of Attraction gets +X/+X, where X is the greatest number of stored results of the same result on it. We got Plains, Pick a Beeble, Information Booth, and some more tokens. So, rare goes there. This should start to get faster as I go through the box, because I'm not going to be reading out as many cards because I've already read them. Wolf in Underscore's clothing. When it enters the battlefield, you may put a name sticker on it. When you do, up to X target creatures each get -1/-1 until end of turn, where X is the number of unique vowels on that sticker. Bamboozling Beeble. There's a 1 mana 1/1 Beeble. Protection from robots, and 1 mana tap. The next time target player would roll 1 or more dice this turn. Instead, they roll that many dice +1, and you choose one of the rolls to ignore. Jetpack Janitor. 3 mana 3/2 Alpha Strike. Blorbian Buddy. Art Appreciation. Decisions. Brim's Baron Midway Mobster. There's a 5 mana 5/4. When he enters the battlefield, put a +1/+1 counter on each other creature you control that has a hat. It gains menace as long as you're wearing a hat. Discourtesy Clerk. It's a 4 mana 3/2. When it enters the battlefield, open an attraction. At the beginning of your end step, if you control 3 or more attractions, you draw a card and lose 1 life. Park Reentry. 5 mana. Return up to 2 target creature cards that each have a hat or a mana value 3 or less from your graveyard to the battlefield. Then we got Blue Ribbon. 1 mana equipment. When Blue Ribbon enters the battlefield, ask a person outside of the game which creature you control is most deserving of a blue ribbon. Attach Blue Ribbon to that creature. An equipped creature has Best in Show. Whenever another creature becomes the target of a spell or ability you control, you may copy that spell or ability. If you do, the copy targets this creature. Good lord. Mountain. Got a artifact attraction Clown Extruder. Visit, create a 1/1 clown robot artifact creature token. Gallery of Legends is a rare attraction. Visit, exile the top of your library until you exile a non-land card. Choose a legendary creature card name with the same mana value as that card. Create a token that's a copy of that card with the chosen name. That token gains haste and exile it at the beginning of your next end step. Then we got a foil command performance. Food token and some more stickers. Deep Fried is one of the sticker names on that. Jesus. Okay. Right, so... Okay, put that there. Let's keep going. Don't know how many I've gone through yet. I've got Blufferfish, Gobsmacked, Scared Stiff, 6-sided die, Coming Attraction, Aardwolf's Advantage, Attempted Murder at a carnival. X and 2 black. Choose target creature, roll X 6-sided dice. For each even result, put 2 -1/-1 counters on that creature. For each odd result, create a 1/2 blue bird creature token with flying named Stormcrow. Knight in Deep Fried Armor. It's a knight in underscore armor. I'm just thinking of the deep fried name that's on that. So it's a 2 mana, 2/1 human knight performer. First strike. As this creature enters the battlefield, you may put a name sticker on it. This creature has protection from names that start with the same letter as the name sticker on it. Juggletron. It's a 3 mana, 0/4 clown robot, trample. Whenever it attacks, you may put an art sticker on it. Jungletron gets +3/+0 for each item in its art that's not touching Juggletron, another item, or the card frame. Okay. Main Event Horizon. 5 mana. As an additional cost to cast a spell, choose A through M or N through Z. Destroy each creature whose name begins with a letter in the chosen range. Okay. We've got Mountain, Cover the Spot attraction, Log Flume attraction. Visit, choose up to 4 creatures you control. Those creatures jump in a log until end of turn. What does that even mean? Foil Tinkermaton. It's a 3 mana 2/2 artifact robot. When it enters the battlefield, get a sticker. You may put a sticker on non-opponent you own. And we got some more things. Jesus. Yogurt armor. Cursed fire-breathing armor. Those names are very, very strange. Yeah, I did put it. Yeah, okay. We're going through them a bit fast now because we're getting multiples of commons now. Impounding Lotbot. 4 mana 3/4. When it enters the battlefield, when it enters the battlefield, you may say "Incarcerate" in a robot voice. If you do, exile another target artifact or enchantment until it leaves the battlefield. Dissatisfied Customer. Focused Funambulist. Rockstar is a 5 mana 4/5 elemental performer. Reach, when it enters the battlefield, you may discard a card. If you do, reveal the top 5 cards of your library. Ask a person outside the game to choose which one of them is most like a rock band. Put that card into your hand and the rest on the bottom of your library in any order. Nearby Planet. I'm just going to stand up for a bit. Rangeling. This card has every land type, including plains, islands, swamps, mountain, forests, desert, gates, lair, locust, and all those Urza ones. Nearby Planet enters tapped. When it enters the battlefield, sacrifice it unless you pay 1. Chicken Troop. 2 mana 2/2. Bird Performer Wards 2. When it enters the battlefield, get a ticket and then you put a sticker on a non-opponent you own. Habit Thrasher. 2 mana 2/2. Human Hattificer Assassin. Death Touch. When another creature that has a hat enters the battlefield under your control, or a hat sticker is put on a creature you own, each opponent loses 1 life. Busted. 2 mana, counter target spell unless its controller pays X, where X is the number of words in the name with the most words among permanents you control. Assembled Ensemble. 5 mana star 6, Clown Robot Bard, Vigilance, and it has power equal to the number of robots you control, and whenever you cast a spell with an artifact creature in its art, create a 1/1 white clown robot artifact creature token. Then Omniclown Colossus. 8 mana 7/7, affinity for clowns and trample, and it has Pyroclasm. Pyroclasm deals pi damage to each non-clown creature.
Which type of pie?
The numerical value pi. So 3 and a bit.
3 point. You know what's annoying is? They just did that on Taskmaster.
How to the flavor the bracket says how to calculate pi isn't important. It's a smidgen more than 3.
Well, yeah, you said it's under 3, so it is.
That's just over, don't I?
Oh, yeah.
Forest.
I mean, can you do
Cover the
partial
spot.
damage?
Scroll stack. I mean, I guess, but it's like it's not gonna do anything. And we got a foil rare here. Carnival Barker. It's a 3 mana 3/3. Dog employee. Tap. You have 30 seconds to land a creature you control to any people outside the game. Sorry, lord a creature you control to any people outside the game. Until end of turn, that creature gains trample and haste and gets +X/+X, where X is the number of those people who applauded. Activate only as a sorcery and once each. Okay, so that goes there. Let's go there. Next one. Pretty sure we've gone through more than... No, maybe not, we haven't. I don't know. I think we've gone through enough. Unlawful entry. Underscore bird gets the worm. Xeno squirrels. Boing. One clown band. Tickermaton. Grabby Tabby. 4 mana 4/3 cat guest. Grabby Tabby has vigilance as long as you control a stickered permanent. Complaints Clerk. So 4 mana 3/3. When it enters the battlefield, open an attraction, and whenever you roll a 1, create a 1/1 white clown robot artifact creature token. Octo Opus. 5 mana enchantment. When it enters the battlefield, create a 4/4 blue octopus performer creature token named Contortionists with, at the beginning of your upkeep, you may fold this token in half. It becomes a 2/2, then a 1/1, then a half-half, and so on. Sacrifice Octo Opus. Draw a card and an additional card for each Contortionist's folds. You see what I mean? They ask you to do stuff which damages cards.
Yeah, wouldn't be the first thing to do that.
Yeah. Then we've got Pero Lost Dice. A Paradise Lost. Paradise Lost, right. 5 mana instant. Roll 2 6-sided dice. Return any number of cards with total mana value or less from your graveyard. With mana value X or less from your graveyard to your hand, where X is the total of those results. Exile Paradise Lost. Spelling Bee.
Does it actually have a bee on the picture?
3 mana alien insect 1/1. I think that gives you your answer.
No, they put a hornet on the front.
Flying Death Touch. When spelling Bee enters, deals combat damage to a player, that player looks at the top card of your library and chooses a word on that card. You spell that word. If you spell it correctly, draw a card. Otherwise, you scry 1. We've got a nice swampland there. Kitty Coaster. The Superlatorium. Visit. An opponent chooses the cutest, the loudest, or the strongest. You choose a creature, then ask a person outside the game to choose a creature that best fits the chosen criteria. If they chose the same creature as you chose, claim the prize. Prize is you create 2 1/1 red balloon creature tokens with flying, then sacrifice Superlatorium and open an attraction.
Now I'm starting to think they were watching Taskmaster when coming up with some of these effects.
Quite possibly, yes. That is very possibly. That is very possible. Yeah, I think the box topper was because obviously, like, a lot of the cards in the set you can't use in most games. And so like the box topper was of a card that's actually quite valuable with a really nice artwork on it. Mm-hmm. But in collector boosters for this set, you could actually open like versions of these cards in there as well. So So we got Sanguine Sipper, Wolfin _ Clothing, Bamboozling Beeble, Jetpack Janitor, an incident has occurred, Finishing Move, Rockstar, Autograph Book. 2 mana. When it enters the battlefield with a page counter on it for each person who has signed it. 3 mana, tap, remove a page counter from Autograph Book, draw a card. I mean, that one's talking about, like, you know, drawing on the card. Line Prancers. 2 mana, Centaur Performer, 2/2. When it enters the battlefield, you get 2 tickets. Then you may put a power and toughness sticker on a creature you own. 4 mana, target creature you control, blocks target creature you control. No, target creature you don't control, blocks target creature you control with a power and toughness sticker on it, other than Line Prancers this turn if able. Proficient Pyrodancer. There's a 3 mana, 2/3 human performer. When it enters the battlefield, you may put an art sticker on a non-land opponent you own. 3 mana, another target creature with an art sticker on it gets +2, +0, and gains a menace until end of turn. Then we've got Clown Car. It's an X cost artifact vehicle 1/1. When it enters the battlefield, roll X 6-sided dice. For each odd result, create a 1/1 white clown robot artifact creature token. For each even result, put a +1/+1 counter on Clown Car. It has crew 2. Nice island. Dart throw. Visit. Throw a card you own from outside the game onto the playing area from a distance of 3 feet, about 1 meter. If that card touches dart throw, claim the prize. Create 2/2 pink teddy bear creature tokens. Sacrifice this card. Create an attraction. Trivia contest. An opponent chooses a green card, instant card, or named mechanic, then mills a card. You have 10 seconds to name something on that chosen category that starts with the same letter as the milled card. If you do, claim the prize, which is 3 tickets, and you may put a sticker on a non-land opponent you own and sacrifice. Trivia contest. We are getting through them, don't worry. We are getting through the jokes. We've got Disemboweled. As a 5 mana, destroy target creature. That creature's controller loses 1 life for each unique vowel in that creature's name. Command Performance. TAPPER. Electrocute. Atom Wheel Acrobatics. Amped Up. An incident has occurred. Oh my god. You think you have problems trying to read some card? Do you want to try reading this one?
Blow, pity, blow, blow. That one's easy.
Ambassador Lorpity Blorp Boop.
I'm going to the trouble and yet you're the one.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. 5 mana, legendary creature, alien advisor, guest. When it enters the battlefield, get 3 tickets and put a sticker on a non-opponent you own. At the beginning of each combat, you may have Ambassador Blorpity Blorp Boop's name, base power and toughness become equal to the total number of power and toughness of all stickers on opponents you control.
Alex, when you're editing this, just do censor bleeps when you read the name.
And just censor the card's name as well. It's like...
I mean, it would be out of place with these blank card names.
Yeah. Ambassador beep, 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 beep. So whenever Ambassador beep, 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 it comes into play...
Start issuing secret messages in Morse code.
Yeah. Monitor. It's a 4 mana, 2/3 human employee. When it enters the battlefield, open an attraction. Once each turn, you may pay 1 to re-roll 1 or more dice you rolled. Sword Swallowing Seraph is a 6 mana angel performer, 4/4 flying vigilance. When it enters the battlefield, you may put a name sticker on a non-land permanent you own. 2 mana, tap, put a +1/+1 counter on another target creature with the name sticker on it. Activate only as a sorcery. Vidalcan Squirrel Whacker. It's a 4-mana Vidalcan Guest. When it enters the battlefield, roll a 6-sided die twice. Its base power becomes the result of the first, and its base toughness becomes the result of the second. If you would roll one or more 6-sided dice, instead roll them, and you may exchange one result with Vidalcan Squirrel Whacker's base power or toughness. Okay, well that goes over there as an actual... Oh wait, Spelling Bee needs to go over here. That's an actual playable rare. Swamp Spinny Ride. There's an attraction, tap target creature and opponent controls. Balloon Stand. And more stuff. Oh, my lower day load. Here we go. Leading performance. Choose 2 letters, put a +1/+1 counter on each creature you control whose name begins with either of the chosen letters. Down for repairs. 3 mana, target opponent reveals their hand. You choose a non-land card from it. That player discards that card. Destroy up to 1 attraction that player controls. Okay. Wizards of the _.
Well, people are going to get inventive with the way they've been recently.
4 mana, 3/1 Human Wizard Performer. When this card enters the battlefield, you may put a name sticker on it. Then look at the top X of your library, where X is the number of unique vowels on that sticker. Put one of those cards into your hand and the rest on the bottom of your library in any order. A Good Day to Pie. It's a 2 mana, tap up to 2 target creatures. Whenever you put a name sticker on a creature, you may return a Good Day to Pie from your graveyard to your hand. We've got Embiggen, 1 Clown Band, 6-sided die, Angelic Herald. Herald! It's a 3 mana 2/2 Angel Performer flying. When it enters the battlefield, you may put a name sticker on a non-land permanent you own. Each creature you control with 3 or more words in its name gets +1/+1. Trapeze Artist. Pin Collection. As a X and 1 white. When it enters the battlefield, you may put an ability sticker with a ticket cost X. Oh, we already read that one. Mobile Clone. A 4 mana. Using a mobile device, take a picture of target creature. That device enters the battlefield as a token of the photocopy of the pictured creature. Planes, we got Spinny Ride, and we've got Hall of Mirrors. Choose target creature you control. Each other creature you control becomes a copy of that creature until end of turn, except it isn't legendary if the chosen creature is legendary. We're getting there. Don't worry, we're getting there. I haven't opened many foils lately. Boing, clowning around. 2 mana, create 2 1/1 white. Clown robot artifact tokens, then roll 6-sided. Oh, we've done that one. Step right up. 4 mana, open to attraction. Yeah, I've done that one. Tickamaton, Grabby Tabby. Minotaur de Force. As a 2 mana Minotaur Performer, 2/1, has haste, and when Minotaur de Force enters the battlefield, you get 1 ticket. Then you may put a sticker on a non-land permanent you own. Glitter Flitter. 3 mana 2/2 Fairy Performer. When it enters the battlefield, get a sticker. You get a ticket, then put a sticker on a non-land permanent you own. ___ Trespasser, Ballerina, Trigger Happy, Urza's Funhouse. Oh boy. You know, Urza's in this, by the way. So, it's a land, tap for a colorless, tap, add, infinite, activate only once, and only if you control an Urza's Mine, an Urza's Power Plant, and an Urza's Tower. 7 tap. Head to askurza.com and click Urza's Funhouse. Stream's frozen there. It's working over there.
Yeah, Twitch has been weird lately.
Spinny ride, forest, bumper cars.
I mean, the visual feed on Twitch has been weird lately. The chat still works.
Okay. Urza's Funhouse goes there. I don't think it's possible to get any of these shocklands in the set itself. I think they're only box toppers and then, like I say, from collector boosters. Now you see me. Line Cutter. 4 mana, 3/4 human rogue guest. When Line Cutter enters the battlefield, roll to visit your attractions. Crow Kid Amphibinaut. Slight malfunction. Yeah, that's just a slight malfunction. Just to, the tracks have exploded. That's, nothing to worry about, is it? 2 mana, choose one, destroy target artifact, or roll a 6-sided die. When you do, slight malfunction deals 1 damage to each of up to X target creatures, where X is the result. Attention, valued patrons. The Tilt-A-Squirrel is now closed. Ride Guide. 5 mana, 4/4. When it enters the battlefield, open an attraction. Plot Armor. 3 mana, enchant creature. Enchanted creature has +2/+2 and can't be blocked except by creatures with flavor text. That makes a lot of sense. Astraquarium. It's a 3 mana artifact. When it enters the battlefield, put an art sticker on it. Pay 1, tap. Until end of turn, target creature becomes a blue shark with base power and toughness 4/4. If the cracks in Astraquarium's art are completely covered, that creature becomes a blue octopus with base power and toughness 8/8 instead. So basically you're sealing up the cracks on the glass of the artwork. Wicker Picker. 3 mana Scarecrow Guest. Creature spells that you cast have Sticker Kicker 1. You may pay an additional 1 as you cast the creature spell. If you do get a ticket, then you may put a sticker on it. Grey Merchant of Alphabet. 5 mana, 2/4 Zombie Performer. When it enters the battlefield, choose a letter for each creature you control that has the chosen letter in its name. Gain 1 life and each opponent loses 1 life. Oh dear lord. D00DL Characterist. It's a 6 mana 1/1 legendary artifact creature robot. When it enters the battlefield, create a 4/4 colorless sketch creature token with which you have 15 seconds to draw. The token has flying if it has wings in its art. The same is true for First Strike and a sword, vigilance and a shield, menace and mean eyes, trample and horns, death touch and claws, lifelink and fangs, and haste and footwear. Oh, never mind, you can get the Shocklands in the packs. Just opened another Watery Grave. That's great. Love that. Morning from the States from Servia. So that's 2 Watery Graves.
I'm on the far side of the room, so I can't really read the chat clearly.
2 Watery Graves, that's great. Clown Extruder, visit a 1, yeah, and then bumper cars, ticking mine, bomb, clown robot, and stickers. Let's put the characterist there. I'm just opening a joke set at the moment. We've had cards that make inanimate objects as creatures.
And a card that basically lets people insult wizards and ghosts.
Yep. So we've got Clowning Around, Step Right Up, Blufferfish, a minor tour de force, Glitter Flitter, Mistakes Were Made,
Story of their life right now.
2 mana, destroy target artifact or enchantment. Create a 1/1 green squirrel creature token for each fire extinguisher you can see from your seat. Underscore Goblin. It's a 3 mana 2/2. When this creature enters the battlefield, you may put a name sticker on it. Add 1 red for each unique vowel on that sticker. The Big Top is a land. Add 1 mana of any colour that appears on your top. So that's grey. There's no grey in Magic. What do I do?
Yes, that's it.
Ah, shit.
Yeah, thanks for that.
Sorry.
Try and avoid it where possible.
Sorry. Strength Testing Hammer. 1 mana artifact equipment. Whenever a equipped creature attacks, roll a 6-sided die. That creature gets a +X/+0 until end of turn, where X is the result. Then it has the greatest power, or is tied for greatest power among creatures on the battlefield. Draw a card. Okay. Bioluminary. That art book's actually very nice. It's a 3 mana Merfolk Performer, 1/3. When it deals combat damage to a player, you get 2 tickets. Then you'll be able to put a sticker on a non-land permanent you own. Germain, Pride of the Circus. 2 mana Cat Performer legendary creature, 2/3. Put 2 +1/+1 counters on target creature with 4 legs or more by paying 1 mana and tapping him. And then 3 mana tap. Until end of turn, all creatures able to block target creature with 4 or more legs do so. You got a Forest, Dart Throw, Bounce Chamber, and more. So, wait, so hang on. So, underscore Goblin. So, Burrito Goblin! Yeah, okay. Put that there. Next pack. And there you go. So we got Disembowel, Command Performance, Tapper, Nearby Planet, Slight Malfunction, Chicken Troop, Discourtesy Clerk, Brim's Baron Midway Mobster, Park Re-Entry, Claire Delune Joy Sculptor. It's a 2 mana human performer, 2/3. When she enters the battlefield, for the rest of the game, tokens you control become cards that are still tokens. Huh? Tokens you control, tokens you own become cards that are still... Don't quite understand that. 3 mana tap, put a token from your graveyard or hand onto the battlefield. Oh, right, so tokens become cards. Because when a token dies, it just ceases to exist. But if it becomes a card, then it means that it goes to the graveyard, which allows you to then put the token from your graveyard or your hand back onto the battlefield. Right, I understand that now. So
Do you?
Swamp, yeah, I do. Roller coaster, storybook ride. Visit exile top X cards of your library, where X is the number of attractions you've visited this turn. You may play those cards this turn at the beginning of your next end step. If any of those cards remain in exile, put them on the bottom of your library in any order. Then we've got a foil rare, so 3 rares in 1 pack. Nice. The Most Dangerous Gamer. It's a 4 mana human gamer guest, 2/2 Death Touch. When enters the battlefield or attacks, open an attraction. Whenever you open an attraction, put a +1/+1 counter on him, and whenever you claim the prize of an attraction, destroy target permanent. Wow. Okay, that's pretty strong. Put that there, and then Guacamole. Guacamole Goblin. Okay. Sure. Definitely gone halfway now, at least. Don't worry. There's not much more to go. Not much more to go.
Alex's personal hell.
No, I thought it was your personal hell.
No, it's because there's just so many packs.
Oh,
You're the one complaining about the sheer number.
I don't know, but you're saying like maybe we shouldn't got brought to.
Well, because also I was more looking at the clock
Yeah.
when I said that. So
Yeah, true. Rat in a hat. 1 mana, 1/2, Rat Rogue. Sacrifice Rat in a hat. Until end of turn, you may cast target creature card that has a hat from your graveyard. Motion Sickness. 4 mana Enchantment Aura. When Motion Sickness enters the battlefield, tap Enchanted Creature. Enchanted Creature does not untap during its controller's untap step. Whenever you visit an attraction, you may attach Motion Sickness to target tapped creature. Okay. Hat Trick. 2 mana. In target blocking or blocked creature you control gets +1/+1 and gains first strike until end of turn. If it has a hat, it gains double strike until end of turn. If you and that creature have a hat, that creature gains triple strike until end of turn. Okay. Deadbeat Attendant. Coming Attraction. Ardwolf's Advantage. Ticketmaton. Proficient Pyrodancer. Discourtesy Clerk. Goblin Blastronauts. 5 mana, Goblin Employee, 5/4. When it enters the battlefield, open an attraction. Whenever you roll a 6, you may copy the spell, ability, or attraction visit that caused you to roll that die. And you may choose new targets for the copy. And we've got Tug of War. It's a mythic, unusable card. 5 mana, players play a sub-game, starting with 5 life, and with up to 3 permanent cards with different names from their main game library onto the battlefield. As the sub-game ends, the winner chooses one of those cards they put into the battlefield as the sub-game began, and puts it onto the battlefield rather than shuffling it into their library. So basically you play a separate game for a little bit. Because, yeah. Then we've got Mountain, Kiddie Coaster, Roller Coaster, food, and then more stickers and tokens. Let's see what we got next. Okay, so Soul Swindler is a 5 mana demon employee, 5/3. As long as you visited an attraction this turn, Soul Swindler has Indestructible. And when Soul Swindler enters the battlefield, open an attraction. Super Duper Lost. 5 mana instant. Put target creature into its owner's library just beneath the top X cards of that library, where X is the number of doors you can see from your seat. Robo Pinata. 3 mana, 2/1. When it dies, choose one. You get 2 tickets, or you may put a sticker on a non-opponent you control. I am filled with delicious candy. I am not a trick. Finishing move. Rockstar. Nearby planet. Spinneret Arachnobat. It's a 5 mana spider performer. Reach. When it enters the battlefield, open an attraction, and as long as you control 3 or more attractions, it gets +2/+0 and has menace. Goblin Girder Gang. 4 mana, 0/4 Goblin Employee. Reach. Whenever you roll a result not stored on Goblin Girder Gang, you may store that result on it. When you do, Goblin Girder deals 1 damage to any target without a hat. Goblin Girder Gang gets +1/+0 for each restored result on it. Clandestine Chameleon. Goblin Cruciverbalist. What the fuck is that? So it's a 3 mana 1/4 Goblin Wizard Guest. Has haste, and when it enters the battlefield, create a colorless artifact token named your choice of A, E, I, O, or U. Whenever it attacks using the first letters of the names of opponents you control, spell word you haven't spelled this game, it gets +1/+0 and until end of turn for each letter in that word. So some of these are a bit of a mouthful. Fortune Teller, Log Flume, it's another rare, and then Last voyage of the underscore. 4 mana enchantment. When it enters the battlefield, put a name sticker on it. Then it becomes an aura with enchant creature. Return a creature card from your graveyard to the battlefield and attach it to this aura. Enchanted creature has +2/+0 for each sticker on this aura with 7 or fewer letters. When the aura leaves the battlefield, sacrifice enchanted creature. And then treasure and more stickers. That's a joke card, so that goes there. Okay. Jeez. Okay. Wizards of the Underscore. Good Day to Pie. Rat in a Hat. Prize Wall. Mistakes Were Made. Underscore Goblin. Park Map. 1 mana. Tap 1 mana, sacrifice park map, search a library for a land card that doesn't have the same art as opponents you control, reveal it, put it into your hand, then shuffle. Complaints Clerk, Octo Opus, The Big Top, and the Check That's a name. Plus, it's a 1 mana 1/1 elemental. Whenever you create a token or put a counter on a sticker on another opponent, put a knick-knack counter on it. Use a unique item that completely fits on the card for each knick-knack counter. It gets +1/+1 for each knick-knack counter on it. Just try saying that. So I just can't. Tachoki.
I don't know. That's all.
I don't even know. Just put that there. Scavenger Hunt. Visit. Choose a vampire or zombie, fire, lightning, or an explosion, or a metallic creature at random. You have 10 seconds to search your library and reveal a card with the chosen item in its art. If you do, claim the prize, then shuffle. Prize, you get 2 tickets, and you may put a sticker on a non-opponent you own, sacrifice it. Key. We are getting somewhere, whilst my neck is beginning to hurt. Gobsmacked. Scared Stiff. Prize Wall. Leading Performance. Park Map. Underscore Osaurus. Big Winner. Last Voyage of the Underscore. Get Your Head in the Game. 3 mana Flash. When Get Your Head in the Game enters the battlefield, exile target non-opponent until it, this card, leaves the battlefield, then touch it, this card, to your head. When it, this card, stops touching it, your head, sacrifice it. The card not on your head. Scampire. Opening Ceremonies. Another mythic unusable card. And this is one of those ones which is going to bleed your wallet a little bit. Because it's a 6 mana sorcery. Add white, blue, red, black, green, and colourless to your mana pool. You may open a sealed magic booster pack. Until end of turn, you may cast spells from among the cards in that booster pack. Like I say, that one's going to bleed your wallet a little bit the more you play it. Mountain.
That means because you play the day you buy booster packs.
Yeah. Oh, there's the Contortionist token. That's neat. Drop Tower. Visit target creature gains flying until end of turn, or until any player rolls a 1, whichever comes first. Technically, you can't drop in space. What you... Ah! Okay, so it's... Put it there. Bar entry. Sanguine Sipper. Wolf in underscore clothing. Non-human cannonball. 3 mana, 4/3 clown robot. When it dies, roll a 6-sided dice. The result is, if the result is less than 4 or is 4, non-human cannonball deals that much damage to you. Ticket turbo tubes. So 3 mana artifact. Tap. Add 1 mana of any color. 3 tap. You get a ticket.
We are filled with tickets. We are filled with purpose.
Vegetation Abomination. 3 mana 2/2 plant mutant food. Death Touch. Sacrifice it, roll a 6-sided dice, you gain life equal to the result. Draconian Gatebot. 5 mana 4/2 robot. When it enters the battlefield, choose one. Open an attraction or destroy target attraction.
You must be this tall to ride. You have 10 seconds to comply.
Priority Boarding. 3 mana enchantment. Whenever you roll a die, you may reveal the top card of your library. Do this only once each turn. Whenever you reveal a card with mana value less than the result this way, you may exile it. If you do, you may play it this turn. Resolute Vegasaur. 3 mana 3/3 dinosaur employee. When it's got trample, and whenever you roll your third die each turn, put a +1/+1 counter on Resolute Vegasaur. A Real Handful. 4 mana 1/1 alien child guest. As long as one or more hands are touching a real handful, it gets +2/+2. As long as 2 or more hands are touching a real handful, it has menace. As long as 3 or more hands are touching a real handful, it gains lifelink. Soul Performers, the rare 4 mana 2/2 elf performer. Tap, add, tap, tap. Activate only once each. Activating a tap ability, use tap rather than tapping the permanent to pay for tap. So, okay. Sure. Okay. Island, dart throw, bounce chamber, more tickets and stuff. Oh boy. Yeah, definitely probably going to just open the other box off stream because I'm not sure we can do another box like this. Soul Swindler. Super Duper Lost. Robo Pinata. Ride Guide. Vegetation Abomination. Well Done. 4 mana. Well Done deals 5 damage to target creature. If that creature is rare or mythic rare, Well Done deals 3 damage to that creature's controller. Ticket Turbo Tubes. Ambassador Blorpity Blorp Boop. Monitor. Sword Swallowing Seraph. Starlight Spectacular. 4 mana enchantment. Parade! At the beginning of combat on your turn, choose creatures you control, one at a time until each creature you control has been chosen. Each of those creatures gets +1 until end of turn for each creature chosen before it. Okay, that's the Rain Swamp, Kitty Coaster, Concession Stand. Bag Check, Aerial Fant, Questionable Cuisine, Focused Funambulist, Grabby Tabby, Minotaur de Force, Glitter Flitter, Tuscan Whiskers, 5 mana 4/4 Elemental Mouse Performer, the Elephant Mouse Performer rather. Whenever you put an ability sticker on a creature, put a +1/+1 counter on that creature, and for 4 mana tap, you get a ticket. You may put a sticker on a non-land permanent you own. __ rocket. 4 mana 2/3 Flying Vehicle. When it enters the battlefield, you may put 2 name stickers on it. Whenever this vehicle attacks, choose a letter. This vehicle gets +1/+1 until end of turn for each name sticker that is on it that begins with the chosen letter. Crew 2. Night Shift of the Living Dead. 4 mana enchantment. After you roll a die, you may pay 1 life. If you do, increase or decrease the result by 1. Do this only once each turn. Whenever you roll a 6, create a 2/2 black zombie employee creature token. How is this a par 3? 4 mana enchantment. Whenever you cast a spell, you may have target player mill X cards, where X is the number of words in that spell's name. Against the infinite backdrop of space, isn't all golf miniature? So it goes there. Swamp, costume shop, memory test. When memory test enters the battlefield, target opponent exiles cards from the bottom of their library until they exile 5 non-land cards, then turns those non-land cards face down. Visit. Name the exiled face down cards, then look at them. If you named them correctly, turn them face up, then claim the prize. Prize is create 3 1/1 red balloon creature tokens with flying, then sacrifice memory test and open an attraction. Speaking of balloons, there's the red balloon. So yep, I think there's 10 packs left. So we've gone through 26 packs already. Wonder if we'll get any more shock lands. Scooch. Unlawful entry. _bird gets the worm. Chicken troop. Slight malfunction. Ride to guide. Vegetation abomination. Goblin airbrusher. 2 mana creature goblin employee. 2/1. Whenever you place a sticker, create a treasure token. If it's an art sticker, create 2 treasure tokens instead. Monoxa Midway Manager. 4 mana. Oh, we've already done this one, I think, just a different artwork here. Macon _splash. And then Comet Stellar Pup is a 4 mana legendary planeswalker doggo. It's a 5 loyalty. 0, roll a 6-sided die. 1 or 2 is +2 loyalty, then create 2 1/1 squirrel creature tokens. They gain haste until end of turn. Okay. 3, -1. Return target card with mana value 2 or less from the graveyard to your hand. 4 or 5. Comet Stellar Pup deals damage equal to the number of loyalty counters on him to a creature or planeswalker, then -2. 6, +1. You may activate Comet Stellar Pup's loyalty ability 2 more times this turn. Nice. Forest. Foam Weapons Kiosk. Visit, put a +1/+1 counter on target creature you control. That creature gains vigilance. Then information booth. Ooh. Almost there. Rat in a Hat. Motion Sickness. Hat Trick. Alpha Guard. Lorbean Buddy. Art Appreciation. Done for the day? Quick Fixer. As a 3 mana 2/3 menace, whenever it deals combat damage to a player, open an attraction. Fight the _fight. 2 mana enchantment aura. Enchant creature you control. When this aura enters the battlefield, you may put a name sticker on it. When you do, enchanted creature fights up to 1 target creature you don't control. Enchanted creature gets +0/+2 for each name sticker on this aura with 8 or more letters. Okay. Trust Chief Engineer. It's a 2 mana 1/3 Vidalcan Rogue employee. When it enters the battlefield or another creature dies, put a hack counter on Truss. 2 mana tap, remove X hack counters from Truss. Add or subtract X from the number or number word on target spell or opponent until end of turn. This effect can't reduce a number below 1
or a number word below 1. Island, costume shop, squirrel stack. Oh wow, foil alternate art mythic. It came from planet Glurg. It's a XX green blue 0 alien ooze legendary creature. You may have It Came from Planet Glurg enter the battlefield as a copy of X different creatures on the battlefield. Wow. That's cool. They got a full mythic. That doesn't happen all the time. Let's see. Next up, we've got Bamboozling Beeble, Jetpack Janitor, Soul Swindler, Well Done, Petting Zookeeper, Wee Champion, and Animate Object, Squirrel Squatters, Balls of Fire, the most dangerous gamer in the alternate art frame, down there, Mountain, Tower Drop, Trivia Contest, and then Questionable Cuisine. Getting a lot of alternate arts all of a sudden. But most of it has only got one, and then bunch just started coming all at once. Leading performance. Down for repairs. Motion sickness. Alpha Guard. Big winner. Underscoreosaurus. Paradise Lost. Strength testing hammer. Last voyage of the underscore. Form of the approach of the second sun. 5 mana, whenever this enchantment enters the battlefield, you gain 7 life. You become a card until you leave your library or that library is shuffled. Put yourself 7th from the top, balancing cards on top of you on your head. Whenever you draw yourself, you win the game. When one or more cards fall off your head, exile them and all cards on your head, then sacrifice this enchantment. Jesus. Forest. Drop tower. Swing ship. Visit. After the first combat phase this turn, there's an additional combat phase at the beginning of that combat and untap all creatures that attack this turn. Foil, strength testing hammer, and more tokens and stickers. Scooch, unlawful entry, underscore bird gets the worm, Xenosquirrels, plot armor, non-human cannonball, draconian gatebot, spinneret arachnabat, Goblin Girder Gang, Goblin Airbrusher, Ignacio of Mira's Marvels. 4 mana, 4/3 Lizard Performer. It enters the battlefield, choose Armor, Blood, Book, Bottle, Fang, Fire, Scroll, Spear, Sword, or Water. Whenever you cast a spell with the chosen object and its art, create 2 treasure tokens. Partner. That obviously goes with the other card that I opened at the very beginning. Mountain, Fortune Teller, Guess Your Fate. Now You See Me, Line Cutter, Seasoned Buttoneer, Impounding Lotbot, Mistakes Were Made, underscore Goblin, Park Map, DK Finder of the Lost, 3 mana 1/4 Zombie Employee. When it enters the battlefield, open an attraction. Whenever you roll a 2, each opponent loses 1 life and you gain 1 life. Whenever you roll a 4, you may untap or untap target artifact or creature. Whenever you roll a 6, return target creature from your graveyard to your hand. Pie Eating Contest. Angelic Herald. Killer Cosplay Mythic. 1 mana, artifact equipment. When it becomes attached to a creature, choose a creature card's name with identical mana cost. That creature becomes a copy of the card with the chosen name until Killer Cosplay becomes unattached from it. Equip 3. Plains Fortune Teller, Scavenger Hunt. Xenosquirrels, Blufferfish, Gobsmacked, Scared Stiff, Well Done, Draconian Gatebot, Petting Zookeeper, Roxy, Publicist to the Stars, Ticking Mind Bomb, Park Bleater, Lifetime Pass Holder. 1 mana 2/1, Lifeline Pass Holder enters the battlefield tapped. When it dies, open an attraction. Whenever you roll to visit your attractions, if you roll a 6, you may return Lifetime Pass Holder from your graveyard to the battlefield. Okay. Swamp, cover the spot, Ferris Wheel. Choose a target creature that hasn't been phased out with Ferris Wheel. That creature phases out until you roll a 3 or less while rolling to visit your attractions. Okay, there. That goes there. Let's go there. 3 packs left. Sure. Yeah. Can we get any Shocklands in the close? That is the big question, isn't it? Super Duper Lost. Robo Pinata. Disembowel. Circuit Act. Still Strider. Rad Rascal. Carnival Carnivore. Attempted Murder, Knight in _armor, Juggletron, Animate Graveyard. 5 mana Enchantment Aura, enchant your graveyard. Enchanted Graveyard is a creature on the battlefield with power or toughness, each equal to the number of cards in it. It has the text boxes of all creature cards in it. It's still a graveyard. If Enchanted Graveyard would leave the battlefield, instead, exile Inanimate Graveyard. We've got Island, Pick a Beeble, Merry-Go-Round. Creatures you control with power 2 or less gain Horsemanship until end of turn. Okay. And then Zombie Employee and more stickers. 2 packs remain. Got Down for Repairs, Wizards of the _, Good Day to Pie, Decisions, Atom Wheel Acrobats, Electrocute, Amped Up, Habert Thrasher, Wicker Picker, Priority Boarding, and Solar Flora Intergalactic Icon. 5 mana, 3/3 Human Guest. Auras and equipment you control attached to Solar Flora Intergalactic Icon affect other creatures you control as though those auras and equipments were attached to them. Counters and stickers on Solar Flora affect other creatures you control as though those counters and stickers were on them. Okay. Planes, Pick a Beeble, Bumper Cars, Teddy Bear, and more stickers. Final pack. Go. Hat Trick, Deadbeat Attendant, Bag Check, Blorbian Buddy, Art Appreciation, Decisions, Atom Wheel Acrobats, Bioluminary, Get Your Head in the Game, Fight the _fight, and Myra the Magnificent but Mythic Alternate Art, and it's a usable card. Wow, okay.
You sound disappointed.
No, that's actually quite cool. 4 mana, 2/4 Human Performer. Whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell from your hand, Open an attraction. X and tap, exile target instant or sorcery with mana value X from your graveyard. Choose an attraction you control that doesn't have a midway counter on it. Put a midway counter on it. Whenever you visit an attraction, copy the exiled card. You may cast the copy without paying its mana cost. Nice. Island, foam weapons kiosk, superlatorium, teddy bear, and more stickers. There we go. So, that actually went quite well. Quite a lot of interesting cards there.
No.
Okay, so on that.
I probably should end the stream.
Okay, let's
Means I need to get past.
all that in there, and then move all these off. So yeah, that's the number of usable rares. This is the number of joke rares. Joke mythics, got 5. And usable mythics, we got 3. And then we got 2 watery graves. Right. There we go then.
Right.
Oh, sorry. I'll move out the way.
Yeah. Right. Pokemon next month. So see everyone later.